Now, I can never really know until later if the topics that I'm selecting or the various metaphysical, spiritual ideas that I'm chatting about are of interest to my friends, and I hope they are. Honestly, I select them because they seem to be what's pertinent and inspirational to me. And then I guess one simply puts it out there and waits to hear. But I think we're all of one mind to some degree, so something that occurs to me may very well be occurring to you at the same time. I find that's the case certainly for the some of the teachers and friends that I like to hang out with. They bring up something that's remarkably seemingly coincidental, and it's like, wow, I was just thinking about the same thing, and there seems to be a positive magic to that. But this idea that in the 11th step of the recovery movement, it says praying only, 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 only for the knowledge of God's will and the power to carry that out. And I have always found myself bristling at that, and even more so this week as I've been thinking about it. And it's like, why that? And so I've really been um, opening my mind and my heart and really kind of asking why that's the case. And maybe a bit of an answer is filtering through. And here's the best that I can come up with at this point, and maybe you can tell me if you can relate. But it seems to me that if I were to pray only for the knowledge of God's will and the power to carry that out, which would sort of preclude my personal prayers, my prayers of ego and ambition and increase and abundance and et cetera, that what that, in other words, I would be sacrificing to some degree my idea of the way that I think that it should be. I would have to sacrifice my idea, my conception of the way that I think it should be and the way that it's best. Now, that's a pretty big sacrifice. And what it would really require, as I really think about it, is it would require an incredible amount of surrender. I'd really have to surrender, let go, trust that God's will is actually better than. It's an increase. It's actually better than what I can think of. It's better than what I'm imagining. It's superior to what it is, my most deeply held, cherished ideas of who it is that I think that I should become or be. And there's a tremendous amount of surrender in that. And yet it could be that it's that surrender itself, it's that deep trust, it's that deep letting go that is actually the most important component of really letting the true love and joy and bliss of life flow in. Maybe it's my own internal tension and anguish or anxiety or stress of trying to make something happen or be somebody that I'm not. I'm still wrestling with I should be something more or accomplish more or do more and I'm not the only one. I know other people who think this way. It's like when I do this, when I accomplish that, then I'll be worthy and deserving of this great joy of life that I hear about. And maybe there's an incredible dynamic in the surrender and the trust and the letting go that it takes to really just say, your will be done. Anyway, that's what seems to be occurring to me. And if there's anything that is problematic in my life, I would say it's anxiety and stress and migraines. And that's my own personal cross to bear. And am I trying too hard? Am I trying to be somebody that I'm not? I don't know. These are awfully big questions. And I don't really have the answers right now, but I'm seeking them. And so maybe I'm getting closer to really praying only for the knowledge of God's will and the power to carry that out and to see where that tide might lift me. Anyway, you get answers of your own understanding. I look forward to hearing from you guys about it. Have a beautiful, cool day, and we'll see you guys next time.